Right, so moving on, we've got some goodies from Burton Power. Some of obviously our control parts and all kinds. Excuse the mess in my living room. Basically, we've had a new kitchen fitted. So anyway, we have some seat runners. We've got poly bushes, but it's not quite a complete kit because apparently a few bits are on back order, but we should have them, I think, early next week. Got a Momo steering Boss springs for the sexy Bilstein suspension, which is lovely. I love Bilstein stuff. Goodrich braided brake lines. We've just got a tool to kind of aid us and help us with some of the poly bushing, but I'm not really looking forward to doing poly bushing. Mintex M1144 racing pads, which are the control pad, and you have to basically use them, so we're all using them. And beautiful Bilstein suspension. And we are going to be out on the race car. And if I haven't already shown you, here are our gorgeous Corbos, I was about to say seats, but seat. We got obviously just one seat. It's driver's seat from Corbo Racing UK. And they do this custom embossing on it. Obviously the EnduroKa logo, or EnduroKa logo, with our awesome Peak Performance Reviews logo. I've also got some Corbo harnesses as well, and there they are. Lovely, lovely kind of 6-point professional FIA harness, and we've got some Peak Performance stickers as well. There's some decals for the car actually, and for some other people that we sponsor. And we've got lots of we've got Luke's parts as well, and we've also got a full kind of filter, oil filter, air filter, and EnduroKa spark plugs. So yeah, we're going to do a full service and a few little bits. We're still waiting for quite a few parts. We're waiting for a steering wheel, some other things, and the roll cages on the back order. Yeah, but all's good. We're gonna crack on. So time to get the runners in. These are runners that apparently base runners for and side mount for the C1 race car actually, and apparently it's a leftover, so we've got hopefully it's gonna fit. Right, actually to get these runners in we do need to make some modifications, so I've gonna need to do some drilling here, there and everywhere, and we need to get some specific bolts that will go down these holes without touching the sides here as well, so bit of work. So instead of that, I'm going to do some servicing work. So while the airbag is out, air filter, air box even, while that's all out, we can kind of get it off, everything off easier. So slot this little bad boy out, and we'll take the standard filter out and put our new standard filter in as well, because we can only use OEM parts. All you've got to do is obviously just take off these 4 clips, just put them back, and you should be able to release the top of the box and get the filter out. There it is off. I'd say this one, it's not overly dirty, but I reckon it's in better days. Look at the state of that, how bent that is. Bloody hell. Actually, to be fair, I think it's in better days. And there is the nice new one fitted. Just plop the box back on and close it up, and then we'll put it on. So that's the airbox all back on. Just need to put this breather line from there. Just goes on like that, and then into there. There you go. That's that. Spark plugs, filter and oil filter. So it's spark plug time now. So we've got some markings on them, but that may confuse you, because this one's come out of 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've just left it dangling down there. Just put it back in the same order, because obviously this is going to be to a specific firing order, so it needs to line up unless you're taking these off, but you still need to make sure you get it right, so just remember what you're doing. And yeah, it's not the most fun position for spark plug changes. Can you see that? Look at them down there. down there, down there. Very awkward. Now, I'm not going to lie, by and large, this EnduroKa is pretty well put together and pretty impressive in terms of the way it's kind of all laid out. I think it's not too bad. But, Ford, what were you thinking when you put this heat shield on? Seriously? Might try getting a wobbly on that, a wobbly joint, and seeing if that helps. Frustrating. Yeah, wobbly joint seems to do the trick. It's the one to go for. That is the one. So that's number 4 out. That's the last of the spark plugs out. They're actually in not too bad condition. Smell a little tiny bit of petrol, a little bit of gunk around them, but they're in pretty decent condition. Just focus on that. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're all across the board pretty much like that. The worst one was actually cylinder number 2, which has got this kind of, oh, right there, slight sideways burn, which I never like, but it's fine, to be honest with you. All looks okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get new spark plugs back in. They're actually EnduroKa R's in here, and they're the ones that I've got and bought actually. So they are the, let's have a look. Yeah, the TR5Bs, which is what I'm thinking the Bosch ones. No, sorry, the EnduroKa TR5B, which I like. They're good spark plug anyway, so I think they're the ones we're going to go for. And as we've got the wobbly on and we've done cylinder 4, I'm going to actually do cylinder 4 first. So yeah, we've got brand new OEM EnduroKa TR5B spark plugs, as you can see. That's the code, or 4559. EnduroKa, can't go wrong with them in my opinion. I'm going to ask some people that have been racing these if they've experimented with the gap in, but I'm going to go with standard gap. So I think that'll be absolutely fine, to be honest with you, as everything's pretty much standard. Can't see it being a problem, but I will be intrigued to see if any of the racers have tried and experimented with smaller gaps, etc. For now, I'm going to put them in standard gap. And when I say standard gap, these will have a pre-gap for this car, or specific to this car within reason, but you can check them. But I'm going to leave them on a stock or a standard gap for that plug. They actually look, if anything, which you'd expect, the gap on the old ones do look larger, but that normally happens when a car's been used for a little bit. Not obviously that much, but yeah, stick them in. Go for a reference. Again, for factory, they're just saying you get them to the point where they're tight, and obviously we can't do them hand tight, but yeah, get them to the point where they're tight, and then yeah, 2/3 of a turn tight. Unlike anything, it was nearly perfect timing, and then it started raining. But actually, I did manage to get it done just as it started to rain. Just plugged on, just ploughed on, and yeah, plugs are in. It's now need an oil filter, oil change, and that's the service part done on the car. And all I can kind of do today, but I'm not going to do the oil filter and oil change because it's been raining, and actually it's getting to the point where I'm starting to lose a bit of light as well. So yeah, that'll do for now. So it's another reasonably short and sweet one, but progress on the Race KA is going really good, to be fair, so I'm really happy with it. Just wanted to give you an update on how things are going. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.